Good evening, Wellness Warriors. It's Sunday night. I'm Carla Andrews, and it is time for Empower Hour. I have some music at the moment in the background playing, and I shouldn't. Sorry, Facebook. It's going to be a one-off. But Google, turn up to 30%. Google, hey Google, turn up to 30%. Are we listening, guys?
You don't have any notifications right now.
Point being, a bit of John Bon Jovi, and It's My Life. Okay, Google, down to 5%, please. Music. Music is absolutely a fabulous way to help our mental health, and our physical health. It just keeps us sane. I don't know what we'd do without music. So I know when I was running and getting fit that I had a specific playlist for exercise, and I have one as well for when I'm housework. I hate housework, so I make sure that it's uplifting. Let me know about your playlists. What are on your playlists? What's your favourite pick-me-up songs? And what helps you, especially what are your relaxation ones, and what are your pick-me-up when you're feeling down? I'd love to know tonight about the music that you use that helps you. And if you don't do music, have you ever tried using music, would be a question that I have. So tonight, before we go into our Empower Hour, just a quick recap. We're here every Sunday raising the conversation around mental health and wellbeing, and I am Carla Andrews from Motivated Minds, and this is our Sunday night regular slot. I know one of our regulars, Louise, has moved this week, so I doubt she'll be tuning in, because I'm sure her house won't have Wi-Fi just yet. But I look forward to all my regulars joining in, and when you do pop in, come and say hi, because then I can see who's watching. At the moment, I just have numbers up on my left, and I'd be really interested to see who's watching so I can say hello. What we'll do is we're going to be talking, we're going to be raising awareness tonight of depression, some of the symptoms around that, the theory the theory behind it, and we're going to be looking at some cognitive therapy to help support depression as well. And then, of course, we always do our cards. Our lovely regulars get to choose what cards they want. We have Empower Me, we have Affirmations, and we have Stress Less. So you get to choose what cards. We go through some of the activities in them. And of course, our favourite, our wellbeing wins. So I want to know what your wellbeing wins are a bit later. So get thinking. I need at least 3. Come on, I know that you can give me 3. Good evening, Paul. Thanks for joining us. Lindsay, hey Lindsay, how are you? How's your weekend gone? Mine's been very relaxing. I've been self-caring all weekend. I had my granddaughter yesterday and this morning. I've done some Christmas shopping, which is so unlike me. I usually leave it all to the last minute and always running out of time. The house has been cleaned today. It's all sparkling and smelling absolutely great. I do love some good fragrance. Always cheers me up. I've got lots of apple spice going on at the moment. Fantastic store in Basildon has got all of Flash limited edition with apple spice. So the house today got cleaned with that, and it's just beautiful. It's just feels like Christmas. And I'm not even a Christmassy person. I know that there are some here that are all over Christmas already, wearing their Christmas jumpers, got their trees up, got their decks up. That's all way too early for me. Good evening, Rob the Bass. I'm pleased that you've joined us again on this lovely Sunday evening. We're going to have to do this live around my house soon, I think, as well. And we'll get dinner thrown in. So maybe you guys would like to come round and do that. Obviously, we're still extension building, so it will be after then. I got updated the other day. It looks like it's going to be finished end of January, which isn't quite my Christmas that I had planned, but hey ho. It's awful sometimes when you try keeping control of things and you want things work in a certain way, and just sometimes life just doesn't work that way. So I could get really stressed and start worrying about, oh my God, there's no room to put a tree up, there's no room to put decorations up, it's my granddaughter's going to be here for Christmas, it's going to be still all living on top of one another. But do you know what? We're going to all be together, and that's the main thing. So I just have to let go that things aren't going as planned. Hi, Karen. Hope you're okay. Can't wait to pop into the hub to see you all soon. Karen, it'd be great to see you. Can't wait to see you all. We've got so many regulars these days coming into the hub, and we're moving. I know that I've been sneaking little clues in and telling you a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but we've got the contract now. We're going to be moving up by Asda. I still can't tell you where yet, not until that contracts signed and the other people are sort of moving out. But I can't wait. I'm so excited. People have asked whether the Happy Hub, whether it's going to be okay that we move into a unit that's twice the size. And for anyone that doesn't know, so Motivating Minds runs a health and wellness shop called the Happy Hub. It was our idea, basically, of what we would have liked when we were really struggling, and what we'd like to see on the high street anyway. So we set up our first Happy Hub in a derelict building, myself and the lovely Jo, and now we've been in a shopping centre for the last just over a year now, in a very good size unit, and we're open 6 days a week. We run 2 or 3 programs a day. We have a good 20 to 40 people coming in every day at least, and it's going phenomenal. However, in January, we're going to be moving to a unit twice the size that gives us a whole physical activity area, a whole learning area, and a massive community area. So we're so excited. Some people have asked whether it's going to be too big. There is no such thing as too big. Too big. We will grow into it just the same as we've done with everything else with Motivated Minds. We take, and we're very grateful for what we receive, and over time, as more and more people come in, it grows naturally. So it's phenomenal. Good evening, the lovely Lucy. Long time no see. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us tonight in our Empower Hour. So yeah, I was just saying about the Happy Hub, and I can't wait. 2020 is going to be really exciting for not only our team and all of our beautiful customers, but for the borough that we sit in, for the sort of 5 towns that we serve. We really hope that we'll do them proud. So air hockey, yes. Rob, the lovely Rob, has just said air hockey, because we were doing a planning meeting the other day with I went and bombed into Joe's cup of kindness session at the end, and I said, what kind of activities would you like to support our physical activity, just so we're getting up and doing things in the new hub? And we found Costco's are doing awesome air hockey tables, so we're going to have lots of fun in this hub. It's all about fun. Anyone that knows me knows Motivated Minds, our number one rule is to have fun. So it's going to be so exciting. If anyone wants to come and get involved with that in any shape or form, just email admin@motivated-minds.co.uk and come and make a difference, because it will be incredible. So, okay, we're going to talk depression tonight, just to raise awareness, just so you can spot the signs for loved ones, co-workers, and so we can help. It's something I have suffered with on and off throughout my life. I've gone through a couple of bouts of it in the last 4 or 5 years. It to me, it's I don't know, how do I describe it? To me, it's just where I suppose it's where I lose hope. It's where things get too much. Mine, it can be brought on by stress as well, by chronic stress. And I just, for me, it's really hard. I can be super happy, and I can present myself in the same way, so a lot of people wouldn't know. However, because of the role I'm in, what I tend to do now is reach out to people and be very honest about my journey. So even just recently, even on one of these Empower Hours, I said that I was struggling. And I've come out the other side now of probably about 8 to 10 week period of where I was really starting to struggle. But it's getting easier for me, because I'm learning these skills, and I'm putting into place all of these sort of skills and strategies that I'm sharing with you guys. When I was younger, I had such a loss of control. I didn't know how to sort of turn that around, so it would go on for sort of 6 months and really, really bring me right down to my knees and stop me from being able to do a lot of things. So the symptoms of depression can be very different for people. So please, if you feel that you're able to share, tell me, so it helps raise awareness of how it affects your thinking. So for mine, I immediately go on to, I can't do this, I'm not good enough. So I have very negative thinking. I feel really overwhelmed, and a loss of pleasure, and a numbness, and somewhat guilty as well. And I can be irritable. My behaviour, everything feels like effort. Reduced activity. Just feeling of lethargicness. I really just struggle with my behaviour. My physical reactions. Some people get a loss of appetite. I don't. I probably eat more because I'm stressed as well. It does disrupt my sleep. But saying that, so does overexcitement. So, like, there was 2 nights this week I didn't sleep 1 wink. So, because I can get overexcited because I go on a high. Some people have a loss of sex drive. Some people suffer with fatitude. So there's all different ways that it affects our thinking, how we feel, our behaviour, and our physical reactions. Now, there's no single theory of why depression happens. So Sigmund Freud, a very famous psychologist, he was the father of psychoanalysis, I can never say it, theory, and he some of his work has been very questionable, but he put depression down to loss, and he actually had a very small study group, and he linked it to sort of bereavement. He is right in some ways, because loss is a massive indicator and a massive drive in people's life. So if they experience loss, but it's not necessarily in the bereavement sense like he originally thought. So over the years, people have found that loss of status, loss of hope, loss of purpose, and a loss of having your tribe around you can all impact your mental health and bring on depression. Also, there's a biochemical model that suggests that we have a dip in two of our brain chemicals, so noradrenaline and serotonin. So, and obviously then there are drugs, antidepressants to stimulate that. So the thing though is whether it's a loss or whether it's neurochemical. There are ways that we can help support our mental health. So sleep, diet and exercise is massive. So people do say, oh, but saying sleep is easy. If you caught one of our earlier Empower Me's, it was around sleep strategies. And I'm pleased to say we did it about maybe 6-8 weeks ago. I was having a chat with someone on Friday who followed our advice, and it is starting to work for her evening routines, and that has started to help her sleep better at night. So now we're working on the morning routines and the day routines, because routine is really, really important. And Rob, I totally agree. Loss of being wanted, absolutely. Been wanted, been needed. You see it when kids grow up and parents feel it. You see it when people are long-term single. So absolutely. So sleep, diet and exercise are important. So are supportive relationships. And sometimes I meet a lot of people that go, yeah, no, I'm surrounded by people. You can be surrounded by people, but they can still be arseholes. So you have to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that make you smile, like make you feel warm inside. Like if you have to put up with arseholes because for some reason you just can't eliminate them from your life, minimize the time you spend with them. Just, you can't let people suck that out of you. So make sure you have people around you that can pick you up and give you that hug, or just make you smile, and just have nothing but your best interest in their hearts. There are so many people out there that will always be doing something to get something from it, and please make sure that you surround yourself with people that just want the best for you. And we're super lucky at Motivated Minds. We've got so many people who have gone through mental ill health or going through mental ill health, and they recognise that they just want to be honest and help others. And we run like a pay it forward thing, and it's awesome. And I'm really proud that we have this, we've come together. So we might not have come from the best families, or we might have gone through broken relationships or whatever, but we've got our own tribe going on with Team Motivated, and I'm so proud of it. It's really nice. And just even you guys tuning in tonight and listening to me waffle on, like a lot of you put up with me all week as well, so you also dedicate your Sunday nights to me, so it's really, I'm so grateful. But I want you to know that, like, we honestly all care about one another, and it's it's really nice, because there are so many people in this world that don't have that, and we want to create a bigger team motivated, and we'll take anyone that has honestly just feels a bit lost in life, and certainly if you need a tribe, we'll be your tribe, and we can give you hope, and the Happy Hub can provide you a place for purpose, or we can signpost you for a place for purpose. So we've got something very special. We're very lucky. So that's just supportive relationships. Number 2, live your life to your values and goals. That's my number 3. So living your life to your values or goals. Sometimes, and certainly with employers, I've found it more with employers over the years, sometimes people work in a different way to you, and sometimes their ethics can grind against yours, or you might want to be more dedicated and working for the benefit of someone, and then there's someone else making you do just all the paperwork side, or I don't know, you've got to be happy. Life is way too short to be unhappy, and sometimes we have to grit down and we have to work through the trials and tribulations that we face. So I'm not saying that you can just quit a job one day and go and find your dream job the next. Sometimes you have to work for it. Sometimes you have to go back to college. Sometimes you might have to apply for 1,000 jobs before that one comes up, but you have to use your grit. But if you use your grit and you find that environment that supports your values, your goals, and makes you happy, then you will live so much happier, especially if it is work related, because we spend so much time at work. I mean, most people do 8 hours a day. So 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's an awful lot of hours. So make sure that you're doing something that lights you up. Okay, pleasure. Pleasure is my number 4. Where do we get pleasure in life? Well, sometimes we can go through life, and I'm guilty of this, certainly in the last couple of years, of skipping the pleasure bit because we're too busy and just working. Well, now we have to, and certainly for 2020, it's my goal to make sure I get pleasure in. Now, I had a fantastic meeting about a month ago with lovely Jo, and we worked out a challenge me passport, so a personal challenge passport, and I know that some of you guys have already signed up to our crazy adventures in 2020, but we're aiming at getting fit, healthy, having fun. I know that January we've got 10,000 steps a day. We're aiming for that. February is we're going to park run. We're going to bombard a park run as team motivated. March we're doing swimathon, so we're going to be chucking some swimming in there. April we're going to be doing our own fundraiser walk. May we've got Mount Snowdon, which Jo's really looking forward to. She's going to be running that this year, not literally running up the mountain. It's more a case of crawling up the mountain, certainly if I go as well, but it'll be great fun. June we've got raising money for cancer research. We'll do this mud run. July, we've got nuclear races and we've got stubbers, so that's great. August, July, August, I think is our skydive. No, July is skydive, August is stubbers and nuclear. September we've got our fun walk, which is a localized one, and then October we're going for a retreat. We're going somewhere where there's going to be an indoor swimming pool. We're going to rent a massive house, indoor swimming pool, hot tubs, log fires, and lots of nice walks during the day, and lots of wellness. So that's where we're going to get our pleasure in next year. So think about your pleasure and how you achieve it. It hasn't got to be big like ours and linked around physical health, but just make sure that you take time out and factor some things in, ready for the new year. As Robert said, it's about always having something to look forward to. Might be a concert that you've always wanted to go and see. It might be, I don't know, catching up with old friends that you haven't caught up with for a while. So my number five is mindfulness. You know that I'm a big supporter of mindfulness. I think it's really important. Um, I talk most weeks about little activities that you can do to incite your mindfulness. Um, number six, I've got change your world around you. So as I said earlier, sort of with the supportive relationships, start to change your world around you. Make sure that you've got people around you that are wanting the best for you. Make sure that you're getting that pleasure in. Make sure that you're living in an environment that serves you rather than feels like a drain. I've been working with a client just recently who is struggling with his mental health, and one thing he said about, he lives on his own. He said one thing about he was overwhelmed indoors. There's all the washing up, there's all the washing, there's paperwork everywhere. There's the place apparently in his eyes is a mess. So I said to him, so what does the sink look like? He said, well, it's got probably 10 plates in, 10 cups, 10 glasses, all the cutlery. So I said, well, throw them all away. If you live on your own, just have one. Yeah. If we can start to minimise, so we're not living in such an overwhelmed space, if you can go through your home that way and just one thing each week. Even his task this week was literally, he said, on his sofa he can only sit on part of it because the other end of the sofa is all piled up with rubbish. So a whole week's task is just to work through, put a bin there and work through what is needed and what really isn't, and just split it into yes needed and no in the bin. Yeah, and then before you know it, that's part of the sofa clean. And then the week after we'll choose another area. Don't ever think that, oh, I need to get everything done, because if sometimes when we're really struggling, trying to get everything done is just impossible. So work on the really small things. So, and recognise the patterns. Now, this is something I'm really good at. So, generally, I can turn my mental health, well, I can spot when it's going backwards, and then I can turn it around quicker. So, I recognise the patterns, and then I can put in all my strategies to help me turn that around. So, short-term strategies could be distractions. I always like the one, and I give it to quite a few of my customers. Give me 5 things in this room and choose a bizarre colour or one that you can see isn't going to pop out. There's no point in saying, give me the colour blue in, I don't know, Carphone Warehouse where all their logos are blue. So try and find a distraction technique of like sort of purples or oranges, or have a quick look round first. Like if you say green when you're in Asda, it's just, yeah, they'll go, oh, there. You need them to sort of have a couple of seconds. The other one you could do is describe a flower. It depends what state they're in, because some people might just find this too much. But if someone can sit and you could say to them, can you describe a daffodil to me? And they'd have to describe all the intricate details. Involve yourself in an activity, and many of you know that we do our Minecraft sessions all around arts and crafts, and we do our walks when we have loads of stuff going on. So make sure you're getting out there and doing something. Label your feelings as they're coming in, or your thought patterns. and recognise your distorted beliefs. So recognise that you're standing in a hall of mirrors, and recognise what's a distorted belief. So they're all really important, but the most is remember there is always a poo, a piglet, an owl, a rabbit, a kangaroo, yeah, out there. Okay, you have got friends out there, and you've got your tribe. So reach out to someone, and you'd be surprised at how many people actually are now receptive. There was a time where maybe if you mentioned mental health, some people, don't get me wrong, are still oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal with that. But there is a massive rise of being able to reach out, and people will try their best. Sometimes they don't know how to have those conversations, but hey, we're here as well, yeah? So don't ever forget that, please. Good evening, Wendy. Great for you to join us. So yeah, that's my top tip. So recognizing those patterns in your loved ones, your co-workers, yourself, and just putting in place some of those strategies. So I've still got my positive music going on in the background. I've just had I'm a Believer, the Monkeys. I've got to say, I think that was probably my first ever positive song, and I didn't really understand it when I was a kid, but I love it now. So it's on my positive playlist. So what's on your positive playlist, guys? And let's talk wellness wins. Give me 5 wellness wins, please, of what's gone well for you this week. It would be great to hear yours. I'm just trying to think of mine. Definitely always having my granddaughter. She is a sweetheart, I swear to God. And she likes Nanny this week because Nanny spoils her, she's learnt. So, yeah, she had lots of cuddles and it was great. And then going shopping with my youngest son today. We went Christmas shopping and he didn't want much for Christmas, just everything he saw. So he got spoiled. And what else? Spending time with fabulous people. It's got to be said. The amount of people I meet all week who just it's wonderful when great people come together. It really is, and make a difference. And one of them, actually, a work colleague, works for a council, said to me this week, "Well, you're my friend," and I was like, "Huh." Like, that touched me. I was like, that's really nice, because I tend to think of everyone as my friend. Some of them, I'm sure, think I'm a pain in the ass, but yeah, when someone thinks that I'm their friend, considers me a friend, I'm touched. So yeah. Your wellness wins. The lovely Wendy has said winning a battle with a school. Oh, Wendy, that's brilliant. We talked a couple of weeks ago. We had the lovely Ed with me, and we were talking about battling schools. So we know all about that. But well done. I'm glad you won that battle with the school. Keep it going, and I hope that you get where you want to be. And your favourite, your positive song is "Walking on Sunshine." I like that one too. That's a great one. Nice chat with my son on the way to youth group. Excellent. I'm glad that he went. It's nice to see him back again. Rob said our drummer forgot her snare drum stand at the gig, so I made one with a bar stool, 6 drumsticks, and duct tape. Result: 1 happy drummer. That's very creative, Rob. Well done. I like that initiative. Right. Lindsay, good beginning of the week, helping out Sporting Village with disabled people, meeting you with the grandkids. Oh, Lindsay, that's brilliant. And I will say, Lindsay has been supporting Sport for Confidence, one of our dear friends, who bring down the barriers for people with physical disability and mental disability, and they do some fantastic work at leisure centres around the country. So it's great that Lindsay is volunteering for them and has also been helping us. And yeah, it's just amazing when we all come together, and it's a bit magical, really, I feel. So especially when we get stuff done. This week we got a couple of people saying that they needed help, and between the team and putting it out to the community, we managed to help people and really make a difference. And that's certainly what makes me smile. That's definitely a wellbeing win. So the lovely Catherine has said wellness wins. Saturday on a conference panel in Stuttgart. Oh, first time I've done that for work. Good feedback, so I think I pulled it off. Hey, is that a fake it till you make it, Catherine? Sometimes when we do new things, it can be a bit, oh my gosh. But you've done excellent, Catherine. Well done. As I said, we usually have the lovely Lou join us on a Sunday night. She has been a regular since moving to the Sunday night slot, but she's moved this week. She actually exchanged, and I'm sure she's scrubbing carpets, skirting boards and walls as we speak. So I'm sure she'll be back with us in a couple of weeks when she's got broadband on. So, right, shall we get these cards out? Do you want the cards tonight, guys? And if so, what do you want? Do you want stress less? Do you want affirmations? Or what's the other one? Empower. Let's have a look. Catherine, no comment on faking it. My boss might be watching. Well, if only we had such a wide audience. I'm sure we don't. I'm sure it's just us. But hey, I know that you've done amazing. So well done. Stay chilled and stopping a meltdown. That's always a win. That's always a win. So, right, okay, I'm going for the cards. I'm going to show them all to you. Right, so we've got stress less. They're lovely cards, they really are. We've got empowering questions. And we've got affirmators. So, what ones do you want me to pick? Saying that, I might just bring an ordinary deck of cards next week and we can play blackjack. Right, sorry, just my right. Okay, stress less. Okay, let's go for stress less. These are new to us. We haven't really been doing them that many weeks. What, 2-3 weeks now? And we had a really good one last week, and it was almost something called the overview effect, where it sort of asked you to imagine yourself where you are now, and then go one step above you, so sort of you're above your house, and then another step above you, so you're above your sort of town, and then your county, and then your country, and then in orbit. So it's called the overview effect. It's a psychological term that astronauts coined because they just realised their significance is fleeting in the universe, and borders don't really exist, only in our minds. So tonight we have got, okay, let me look for your own power center. Close your eyes and feel your body. Which part of it feels the most powerful? Stay in this part of your body with the power of your thoughts, and let the feeling of power grow to be as big as it grows without you trying. Stay in this position of power for 5 to 10 minutes. When you find power inside you, you can get some more whenever you need it. With this power, you can also set your own boundaries more gently. Okay. 5 to 10 minutes might be a bit long for some of you. Because sometimes when these cards, they're fantastic, but sometimes when we read books, cards like this, and we think 5 to 10 minutes, okay, and then after 1 minute we're struggling, we then give it up and go, that doesn't work, can't do that. Yeah, even if you start off with 1 minute, That is really important, and that means you're doing great. Okay, so please don't ever cut anything off just because you can't do the time that it says. Okay, they're recommendations. You do what's right for you. So if I was to do this, and I've never seen all of these cards before, I think I've only ever read 2 of them. So if I was to do this, I would sort of do a body scan, and I would look at sort of my PowerPoint. So for me, I just automatically, when I read this, I would go to my chest, because I feel that that's my where my beam of light would come from. Okay, so I also imagined actually just then in my head a bit like Tony Stark, like I could be Iron Woman. All right, everyone knows here I'm a Wonder Woman fan through and through. All right, but wouldn't it be cool to have a power spark of positive energy in our chests, like Iron Man, Iron Woman suits? So we've got this power source in our chests, and we're going to imagine it, and we're going to charge it. And how can we charge it? We can charge it through maybe bringing sunshine in through up to our head. So this one, like meditation outside, is, I love it in the summer anyway. But we're bringing energy in through our head, or you could breathe it in through your nostrils, wherever works for you. And you're going to charge this energy cell. And then sometimes whenever you're feeling down or just lethargic at work, just take 1 minute to go through and recharge that cell and let it boom across your body. Okay, and just imagine that you're sort of battery powered. So I like that. Oh, thank you very much for choosing that one, Wendy. I really like that one. So look for your own power center. Right. Okay. Wendy. Oh, W just saw me and he said, hi, W. Hope you're well. Missed you at Youth Club because I wasn't there. I was recharging my batteries, my power cell, and hopefully I'll see you there soon. So, right, my guys, how would anyone like another card? Are we going for stress less? Are we going for affirmators? Are we going for empowering questions? You guys choose. Someone did see me do this a little while ago, and they thought I was doing tarot card reading. Not in my skill set, I'm afraid, but I can do stress less cards. Stress less cards. Empowering questions. And may I say, we sell these at the Happy Hub. So if you ever wanted to get a Christmas present for someone or yourself, then these make great tools. So I'm going to go for an empowering question, because I know if Lou was here, she likes the empowering questions. I know that some of you all voted in for my son to join us, the lovely Ed. It was a great idea he had, but he drives me up the wall. So he will be guest appearing every now and again rather than every Sunday night, because he does have his baby daughter and another one on the way. So he'll be more guest appearance rather than sat on your webcam every Sunday. So my empowering question is, what is my mission in life? So, what is my mission in life? Guys, tell me what your mission in life is. Mine is, I was going to say make people happy. Mine is to make the world a better place, because it's also about my family, my kids, my grandchildren, me, my friends, and my community. So mine is as simple as making the world a better place. That is my mission. That is when my gravestone is built, on there I'll be quite happy for it to say, worked hard to make community a better place, to make the world a better place. So, yeah, that's my mission. So, what is your mission in life, guys? I've got 8 of you with me. It keeps going up, 8, 10, 8 to 10. So, let me know yours. Right. Wendy has said mine is to guide my children to be the best they can be. And that is awesome. That is awesome, Wendy. And I'm sure they will be, because with a great mum and someone that doesn't give up and that is willing to fight, as you should always, that's really good. At the moment, to make it through to the next day, Lindsay, totally get that. Sometimes we have to just do it minute by minute and then half hour by half hour and hour by hour. But you will do it, Lindsay, and you have got people around you that are willing to support you and be there because we love you. Okay, you rock. So just minute by minute is fine. Okay. Right. You're a quiet lot tonight. Okay, right. So I'm going to carry on waffling then. I'm going to go back for the stress less cards. I'm going to... Right, okay. I'm going to go for... Pick out the positive words. Try as often as possible to pick out positive words, to pick out words that are positive. Even if you are stressed and feel negative, try to think about nice things to say to people in different situations. When interactions make us feel good, it lowers our blood pressure, calms down our heart rate, and reduces the amount of stress hormones in our body. Absolutely, it does. Also, if you can grab a hug with someone and you're a hugger, do that, because hugs also do that. It releases oxytocin. So, Catherine has said, Lindsay, totally agree, and that's often my mission on a Sunday evening too, to be honest. Just making it through the night, and just that's where we can then get a self-care time in. If Sunday nights is something that we struggle with, it's like, okay, get in a bath, run a nice bath, and seriously, bath. Like, if you've got a bath, use a bath. Get some nice bath bombs or some smellies in there. Have that time and just relax, candles, and just look after yourself and get an early night's sleep. And tomorrow is always a new day. And as I said, try and surround yourself, or call someone, or even text someone, and just reach out. Wendy has said to take each day, then each week, then each month, one step at a time. Absolutely. They're really important messages tonight that you're sharing, guys, and that's really great. Really great. So, Wendy, you shared with us your song earlier, Walking on Sunshine. Did anyone else have any other songs that just get them, just help them? I'm just trying to find where my phone is, because I actually have a playlist of them, which I'm going to share with you. Can't play it, unfortunately, because of the laws and copyrights, but let's have a look. And you can give me a thumbs up if any of these could make it onto your list. So, Bon Jovi, It's My Life, or Bon Jovi, We Weren't Meant to Follow. Fighter by Christina Aguilera. She was one of my, when I was really struggling, I was in a relationship with somebody, and it was very negative. My boys were very young, so Saw, another Christina Aguilera one. Queen, We Will Rock You. Tina Turner, The Best. Lady Gaga, Born This Way. Bryan Adams, Don't Give Up. Journey, Don't Stop Believing. Pussycat Dolls, Feeling Good. Amelia Sunday, Hope. R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. I'm a Believer, The Monkees. Imagine, the John version song, but I like it sung by Amelia Sunday. Let's Go, Calvin Harris. Right Here, Right Now, that's when we get it ramped up. A bit of Fatboy Slim. Stronger, Kelly Clarkson. Survivor, Destiny's Child. I love that one as well. Pink, whatever, all of Pink's music, that is a great one for me. Gwen Stefani, What Are You Waiting For? You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. The Batchman Turner Overdrive. Lamar, Don't Give Up. My favourite, Proud, Heather Small. So they're the kinds of tracks that are on my positive playlist. Linda has just shared Hold On for One More Day, and that is so poignant, Linda. That's really, really great. Thank you for sharing that. Lauren, Dad, This Is Me. Oh, absolutely, from The Greatest Showman. That's a fabulous one. Classic dance tunes. Oh, Lindsay, we need to get them on in the hub one day, don't we? Just have a classic dance tunes party. Oh, saying that, actually, me and Lindsay were brainstorming the other day. We were saying, we saw something on Facebook about tea parties for the elderly, for like 80, 90-year-olds. Tea party discos, that was it. And I said, well, we should do that, but not for old people, for anyone, but sort of 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100, don't care if you're 110, but the point of it being sort of non-alcoholic. So in the new hub, I've got to ask permission yet from the different powers of be, but wouldn't it be awesome to do like a tea party disco one evening and get all those classic tunes on, Lindsay, and have a bit of a rave up with, as long as there's cake, I'm happy. So a bit of tea and cake, I think that sounds awesome. And doesn't it just make you think, like, cream teas, like afternoon teas, we could create our own sort of rave cream tea, scone, is it cream first, jam first, rave party. I think that sounds heaven to me. So we're going to be doing that in the new year, and Lindsay, you certainly are helping me with that, young lady. Lovely, Catherine has just agreed with Lauren. Jason, oh, he's put one for us to watch. I'm going to click on that after. Catherine, Giant, Calvin Harris. I don't know that. I'll have to listen to that one after. Iron Maiden, You Can't Beat Metal. What's the Iron Maiden? They used one in, was it AC/DC? Might be AC/DC. They've got a couple of good ones. Feel free, guys, to put the links to any of these favourite songs via YouTube on here, because it might give people, you don't know, just who might be feeling a bit down tonight, and they can come on here and click those links and have their own little solo rave in their front rooms. But I will assure you, I'm going to be solo raving tonight, because Lindsay has just like put it on. Insomnia, Lindsay. Yes, no, where are you with a bit of faithless? Pink, Raise Your Glass. Absolutely, Lauren. I love absolutely anything pink. I will say that I think we should just have a pink night as well. We could all dress up as pink. Hey, I've got the hair already. I'm sorted. Good evening, lovely Anthony. He's just joined in. I didn't say I would dance. Oh, I'll do enough dancing for a pair of us, Lindsay. You just supply me with cake. Karen has said would love to help too. Awesome. Look at this. Time to chill. Night all. Bye, Wendy. Thanks for joining us. Good night to your little man as well. Don't Let Me Get Me. Oh, Lauren, absolutely. Do you know, I did some work many years ago, probably about 15 years ago now, with Pink's, was it her first album or second album, in a primary school? It just resonated with so many kids. It was so powerful, and it was just an amazing to be able to work with these kids, but to use Pink's music was really powerful. It was brilliant. Pink night, I'm there already. I think we should actually have it that we all have to wear pink. That's the rules. Men as well. Do you know what I mean? Actually, there is a lovely young man who is supporting mental health in Essex as well, called Andy, and he has like a Photoshop booth thing, and he brings in all the fancy dress clothes. So maybe we could get him to do that for us as well. I'll be speaking to him this week. So, anything that you want and to make you smile, throw it in our direction, and we will make it happen. Well, we'll do our best to make it happen. We are a fantastic community over here in Basildon, Essex, and it's just an honour to be able to work with you all and be able to make people smile. So yeah, a pink night is definitely on, and so is our tea party rave. So they're good things. Remember earlier I was saying about pleasure? Make sure you're bringing pleasure into life. Hey, we have just done it. Should we have, I've just thought, brain's going mad now. This is what it does to me. We could have on Valentine's, because let's face it, we might need to ditch the people we're with. And we could have a night of self-love, a pink night of self-love, where we have a party. What night does the 14th fall on? Let's have a look. Is it a school night we need to now work out for all the mummies out there? Right. February the 14th is a Friday night, ladies. Why don't we do a pink Friday night of self-love? Who can ditch the partners without getting caught or getting told off? I think that sounds like a good night to me. Red is the closest we'll get from Lindsay. That's all right, Lindsay. We're not discriminative here. We'll let you do red. So yeah, pink, red, green, pink in spirit. That's all cool. So identifying as pink. Hey, whatever works. As long as we're all spending the night together, lots of self-love, we're all sorted. It is coming up to the end of the hour, guys. As always, I really appreciate you all chipping in and spending a little bit of your Sunday night with me. It's always a pleasure, and you make me smile really from the inside out. Tonight has charged my power cell that I was talking about earlier, my little power battery, and it's amazing to be able to do this and have the interactions that we do. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know where I am all week. I'm going to be in the Happy Hub in Eastgate Shopping Centre with my fantastic team. So please do come in and see us or connect with us via Facebook or however you do. Come and get involved and get in touch and just be part of our movement to raise the conversation around mental health and wellbeing and making the world a better place. On that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. And thank you, Karen, for your kind words. I just love you. Honestly, I love you all. And you got a smile for me. Excellent. See you tomorrow. I look forward to it, Lindsay. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. See you. I'm in the hub from 10. And yeah. Right. Sweet dreams. Make sure you get some good night's sleep, please, guys. Go and make a nice hot chocolate or cup of milk. Go and get yourself in that bath. Turn up the temperature on the bath. Remember, it makes your body temperature drop. All my top tips for sleep, I'll cover them again in a couple of weeks if that will help you guys. Right, see you soon. Love to you all. Bye.